英語で国内ニュースです。優しい英語で今日の出来事をお届けします。
A Level 4 flood risk warning was issued for Miyazaki Prefecture's Hirowatagawa River due to Typhoon Number 6, a nationwide first. This warning means evacuation from dangerous areas is necessary. Authorities urge residents to complete evacuations and prepare for potential power outages and water supply issues, emphasizing safety.
Russia launched major drone and missile attacks across Ukraine on June 2nd, targeting Kyiv and other cities. At least 11 people died and over 100 were injured. Residential buildings sustained damage. Ukraine's air defense intercepted many projectiles, with Russia reportedly using 8 hypersonic Zircon missiles.
Singer Yoichi Sugawara passed away on May 31st at age 92 from malignant lymphoma. The Japan Singers Association announced it on June 2. Sugawara was famous for hits like Shiritakunai no and Kyode Owakare. He maintained an active career, performing as recently as April this year.
An elderly woman in her 70s was found dead in a mountainous village in Akita City on June 3rd. A bear was found near the scene and subsequently culled. Police are currently investigating the incident, suspecting that the woman may have been attacked by the bear.
In Manazuru Town, Kanagawa Prefecture, an additional male body was discovered on June 2nd. This discovery comes after 3 female bodies were previously found in the same area. The Kanagawa Prefectural Police are currently conducting an investigation into the circumstances surrounding these deaths.
The Fair Trade Commission is investigating 5 major temporary staffing companies, including Purcell Temp Staff, for allegedly forming a cartel. They are suspected of price fixing to raise dispatch fees over several years. The probe will determine if these increased fees disproportionately boosted company profits instead of improving worker wages.
Tokyo Electric Power Company, TEPCO, has begun removing nuclear fuel from the Unit 2 fuel pool at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. This decommissioning work, which started on June 2nd, plans to extract 615 fuel assemblies, including spent fuel, over more than 2 years.
An unmanned gym, Choko Zap, is under fire after a man was seen exiting a women-only room. The operator, Rizap Group, apologized, admitting their system currently allows any member to book these rooms, relying on good faith. They pledged to swiftly implement stronger security measures.
3 people face charges for illegally reselling the diabetes drug Mounjaro, promoted as a weight loss drug on social media. Authorities warn its safety for non-diabetes use is unconfirmed. Over 800 side effect cases, including pancreatitis, have been reported since 2023. Police are increasing cyber patrols.
次は社会のニュースです。
Typhoon Number 6 is moving towards Kyushu, bringing heavy rain and strong winds. Linear rain bands are possible in Kyushu, Shikoku, Kinki, and Tokai. In Okinawa, a power worker was electrocuted and hospitalized while repairing typhoon-damaged lines. Train services in Miyazaki and Kagoshima are suspended, and the Tokaido Shinkansen may also face delays.
The Japan Meteorological Agency issued a Level 4 flood risk warning for rivers in Nichinan City, Miyazaki, due to Typhoon Number 6. This is the first time this warning, part of new disaster weather information launched on May 28th, has been issued. Level 4 indicates residents must evacuate from dangerous areas immediately.
Many flights from Haneda Airport and JR local train services in the Tokyo metropolitan area are being canceled or suspended for June 3rd. This is due to the approaching typhoon. Travelers are advised to check the latest information before heading to airports or train stations to avoid inconvenience.
To ensure stable imperial succession, Diet leaders propose adopting males aged 15 or older from former imperial families. This age limit respects the adoptee's free will, as civil law requires parental consent for those under 15. This is part of plans, including allowing female royals to retain their status after marriage.
The Fair Trade Commission raided 5 major temporary staffing agencies on June 2. They are suspected of forming a cartel to illegally raise dispatch fees charged to client companies. The Commission will investigate whether these companies colluded to increase their profits at the expense of businesses using their services.
4 bodies, an adult male, an adult female, and 2 young girls were found floating in the sea off Manazuru, Kanagawa, on June 2nd. Police confirmed all 4 died and are believed to be a family. Authorities are investigating their identities and cause of death after a passerby reported the discovery.
Police searched a 60-year-old man's home in Kawaguchi, Saitama, on June 2nd on suspicion of murdering a 63-year-old care manager. The man called police, stating he attacked her. Both were found with stab wounds and died. Police suspect the man stabbed the care manager, Kyoko Suzuki, who was visiting his home, then himself.
Tokyo Electric Power Company, TEPCO, began removing nuclear fuel from the fuel pool of Unit 2 at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant on June 2. The plan is to remove 615 fuel assemblies, including spent fuel, over more than 2 years as part of the ongoing decommissioning work.
A 73-year-old woman was found dead in a forest near her Akita City home on June 2nd, with police suspecting a bear attack. Her family reported the incident. A bear was found nearby and later culled. The woman had severe injuries. Authorities are investigating, and neighbors expressed fear.
A 66-year-old father was arrested for allegedly murdering his 11-year-old son. Police found the son dead in their locked apartment after his school reported his absence. The father, Toshihiko Yoshi, admitted to strangling him, citing financial difficulties and not wanting to leave him alone. Neighbors described the son as a good boy.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
Japan's Fair Trade Commission is investigating 5 major staffing agencies for suspected cartel activity. They allegedly conspired to raise dispatch fees nationwide, increasing their profit margins by taking advantage of recent wage hikes. Companies like Persol Tempstaff and Recruit Staffing are under scrutiny. A full investigation is underway into these potential anti-competitive practices.
Japan's Finance Minister Katayama said the country will respond as needed to the yen's continued depreciation, hinting at further intervention. She did not comment on past currency interventions. The yen currently trades around 159 to the dollar, influenced by Middle East instability. Markets are closely watching for any additional moves.
The Nikkei average fell on June 2nd, temporarily dropping over 1,300 yen. This decline was due to increased investor risk aversion following reports of a halt in U.S.-Iran talks, Middle East uncertainty, and rising oil prices, with WTI crude reaching over $92 a barrel, fueled the selling. The market reacted strongly to geopolitical concerns.
The House of Representatives Constitutional Review Committee will hold an intensive discussion on national referendums on June 4th. This agreement was reached between both ruling and opposition parties during an executive council meeting. The committee will focus on this theme to further its constitutional review process.
The Kansai Economic Federation has again commented on the Osaka Kansai Expo site development guidelines. They are urging deeper public-private collaboration, stating that urban planning discussions are insufficient. Kankaren previously requested revisions, but only some were adopted. The Umeshima site, planned as an international tourism hub, awaits developer recruitment.
LDP Policy Chief Kobayashi reiterated his call for revising the Imperial House law in the current Diet session. He stressed that securing the number of imperial family members is an urgent issue. Kobayashi emphasized the importance of imperial history and tradition, advocating for stable imperial succession through these legislative changes.
Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar will visit Japan next week for a summit with Prime Minister Takaichi. They are expected to discuss the Middle East situation and confirm cooperation in various fields, including security and economy. This meeting aims to strengthen ties between the two nations across multiple sectors.
Japan's government finalized the 2026 supplementary budget bill. Its total expenditure of 3.1135 trillion yen will be entirely financed by deficit bonds, meaning borrowed funds. The bill is expected to be approved by the Cabinet on June 3rd, submitted to the Diet, and passed by June 5th.
The World Semiconductor Trade Statistics Organization forecasts significant growth for the 2026 semiconductor market. It is projected to reach $1.511 trillion, an 89.9% increase year-on-year. Setting a new record high, this forecast comes from major semiconductor manufacturers, indicating strong industry expansion.
The U.S. state of Florida has sued OpenAI and CEO Sam Altman. The lawsuit alleges insufficient safety measures for children using ChatGPT. Florida claims OpenAI knowingly provided service despite risks of misinformation and inadequate protection for minors. The state seeks billions in damages and improved safety disclosures from the company.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
Shohei Ohtani started June strong for the Dodgers, recording 3 hits in his first game. He went 3 for 4 against the Diamondbacks, marking his 5th 3-hit game this season. Despite Ohtani's performance, the Dodgers lost 4-1, ending their winning streak. The team began June with a loss, but Ohtani showed good form.
Dodgers pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto earned his 5th win of the season against the Phillies. He pitched into the 6th inning, allowing no runs and striking out a season-high 10 batters. Shohei Ohtani also contributed with 2 hits, extending his hitting streak. This was a strong performance from both Japanese players.
A third-party committee held a press conference regarding a violence issue at Koryo High School's baseball club last year. The committee criticized the school's response, noting insufficient victim support. They strongly urged the high school to make a fresh start. This highlights the need for better handling of such incidents.
The Japan national football team won their final World Cup warm-up match against Iceland 1-0 in Tokyo. Koki Ogawa scored the decisive goal with a header in the second half. Key players, including Ko Itakura, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and Wataru Endo, returned from injury to start the game, making it a valuable test.
White Sox player Munetaka Murakami, on the injured list for a right hamstring strain, received a PRP injection. This treatment uses his own platelets to aid tissue repair. Manager Griffel confirmed Murakami is in Chicago for treatment and will not join the team's road trip. He will focus on recovery for several days.
Tennis legend Serena Williams, 44, will return to competition after a 4-year absence. The former world #1 and mother of 2 is set to play doubles at the HSBC Championships in London, starting June 8th. Williams last competed at the 2022 US Open. Her partner for the event will be announced soon.
Naomi Osaka was defeated by world #1 Aryna Sabalenka in the French Open 4th round. Osaka, seeded 16th, lost in straight sets, 5-7, 3-6. This means she will not advance to the quarterfinals. Osaka had achieved her best ever result at this tournament by reaching the fourth round.
Kei Nishikori, who announced his retirement from professional tennis at the end of this season, will participate in the Japan Open. This men's tour tournament is scheduled for September. The Japan Tennis Association officially announced Nishikori's participation on June 1st. This will be one of his final tournaments.
There is speculation about a potential boxing match between Naoya Inoue and BAM. Promoter Eddie Hearn stated that this would undoubtedly be the biggest fight. The boxing world is anticipating whether this highly anticipated bout will actually happen. Details on the potential fight are awaited.
Kochi-Chuo High School, known for its baseball team, abolished its cafeteria in mid-May. Parents are angered by the insufficient notice. The school cited declining student numbers and financial difficulties, opening a convenience store instead. Parents of dormitory students feel misled, as the cafeteria was a key reason for enrollment.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
Russia launched massive drone and missile attacks across Ukraine on June 2nd, hitting Kiev, Dnipro, and Kharkiv. At least 11 people died and over 100 were injured, with residential buildings severely damaged. Russia stated these were retaliatory strikes. Ukraine's Air Force intercepted many projectiles, including 8 Zircon hypersonic missiles, the most used since the invasion began.
President Trump had an intense phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu on June 1st, expressing anger over planned military operations in Lebanon. Trump urged scaling back and warned of Israeli isolation. While Trump later claimed Israel and Hezbollah agreed to stop attacks, Netanyahu stated Israel would continue operations in southern Lebanon as planned.
Iran's Revolutionary Guard announced on June 1st that it attacked a base used by the U.S. military for striking Iranian territory. The exact location was not disclosed. This announcement came after Kuwait's military reported its air defense systems had responded to earlier drone and missile attacks, though it's unclear if these events are directly linked.
Iran's Tasnim news agency reported on June 1st that talks with the U.S. were suspended, demanding a Lebanon ceasefire first. However, President Trump posted that discussions were continuing rapidly, expressing a desire for a swift agreement. He also claimed Israel's military turned back from Beirut and Hezbollah had agreed to stop attacks.
Min Aung Hlaing, the newly elected president of Myanmar's military-influenced government, met with Indian Prime Minister Modi in India. During their meeting, both leaders confirmed their commitment to strengthening cooperation across various sectors. These areas include economic ties and defense, signaling a deepening relationship between Myanmar and India.
Ghana's parliament passed an anti-LGBTQ+ bill on May 29th, expected to be signed. It imposes up to 3 years imprisonment for LGBTQ+ individuals and up to 10 years for promoting their rights. This trend of stricter laws across Africa is influenced by economic hardship, religious groups, and a shift in U.S. policy.
Florida sued OpenAI on June 1st, claiming ChatGPT assisted a shooter in a 2025 university incident that killed 2. The lawsuit alleges the shooter asked ChatGPT about gun handling. Florida accuses OpenAI of promoting it as safe, despite dangers and lacking child safety. OpenAI denies responsibility, stating ChatGPT did not encourage illegal acts.
The New York Times reported that its Beijing-based reporter was expelled by the Chinese government. China's foreign ministry stated the New York Times provided a platform for Taiwan independence, claims to Taiwanese authorities. This action highlights ongoing tensions between China and foreign media, particularly regarding sensitive political issues.
On June 1st, New York stock markets saw the Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all reach new record highs. This strong performance was fueled by optimism surrounding the potential continuation of discussions between the United States and Iran, easing geopolitical concerns and boosting investor confidence.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Singer Yoichi Sugawara passed away on May 31st at 92 from malignant lymphoma. The Japan Singers Association announced his death on June 2nd. Sugawara was famous for hit songs like Shiritakunai no and Kiyode Owakare. He continued performing until April 6th this year, showing his dedication as a lifelong active singer.
Singer Aya Matsura stars in a new web commercial for Kasugai Seika's stylish crystal throat lozenges. This marks her first CM appearance and singing in a while. The collaboration celebrates both her 25th debut anniversary and the product's 25th anniversary. Matsura recorded an original song expressing she felt a little nervous about returning.
Actress Mahana Osaki explained her departure from Oscar promotion on Instagram, stating trust with the agency was completely lost and impossible to repair. She claimed exit talks met one-sided demands and intimidating responses. Osaki also mentioned confirming potentially criminal actions leading to her decision. Oscar promotion had previously said she was still under contract.
Arashi's final fan club commemorative item, sent to members on June 1st after their last concert, is being resold online. Fans are expressing anger and sadness on social media, calling it extremely rude. Many of these exclusive items are listed for over 7,000 yen. Supporters urge others not to disrespect the group's heartfelt gesture by reselling them.
Yuki Uchida will co-star with Takuto Teranishi in Fuji TV's July drama Last Note, starting July 9th. This marks Uchida's first lead role in a Fuji TV drama in 30 years. The original pure love story depicts an age gap romance between a 49-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man. Teranishi will make his debut as a lead actor in a commercial TV drama.
New historical findings suggest the Mori clan was prepared for a decisive battle on the day of the Honnoji incident. A newly examined letter from the Mori side indicates there was no secret agreement or alliance in place with other factions. This analysis sheds new light on the political landscape and military strategies surrounding the pivotal historical event.
Ryo Yoshizawa won Best Actor at the 35th Japan Film Critics Awards for Kokuho, marking his second consecutive win. On stage, he expressed his happiness and humorously mentioned his friends Ryusei Yokohama and Takumi Kitamura, who gave impressive speeches. Yoshizawa also shared his disbelief and gratitude that his film Kokuho is still being screened a year after its release.
Shinji Saito, former member of Jungle Pocket, is on trial for alleged sexual assault. He is accused of assaulting a woman in a bus in July 2024. In court, Saito claimed innocence, stating he believed the woman also wanted it. He testified he initiated conversation, thought she was friendly, and believed she had feelings for him when they kissed.
Osamu Tezuka's 1970 short manga, Nagai Anna, depicting discrimination against Koreans in Japan, has been reissued on June 2nd. This 50-page work was previously not included in his collected works. The story follows a man of Korean descent who hides his background but confronts ethnic discrimination. A young editor promoted the reissue to shed light on the suffering of oppressed people.
FM Tokyo announced disciplinary actions against its president and staff for inflating applicant numbers for the Senko Riot Music Festival auditions for 3 years. Reported numbers were significantly higher than actual figures. For example, 3,674 versus 1,174 in 2023. President Natsuo Karashima's salary will be cut by 30% for 3 months due to insufficient data checking and supervisory responsibility.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。